Careful, Careful!
Perhaps I can detonate that explosive.
Better to detonate
A whetstone. Quite useful for a war-weary blade.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Careful, I've spotted a trap.
What can I cook up today?
Have I got anything that needs a good firing?
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage? Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of all things.
Pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive?
Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the rational mind.
Horse hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
Focus.
Heaven have mercy on your soul. Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water. Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic hobby. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for. Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his hollow throne. Hurl me toward the water. Swing me as far as your arm's strength gives lease. And treasure long sunk I will grant thee. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound witch. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a whirlwind. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
All that digging and there's nothing here. All that digging and there's nothing here. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. Careful, there's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself. Not even worth the rummaging. This seems to be broken. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's... This seems to be broken.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
This seems to be broken. 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 It's locked. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. What's this? I found something. We made short work of that door. I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long. gripping.
I don't know much, but I do know this. Wherever black robes tread, chaos follows.
Careful. This seems to be broken. Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself. Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself. Might need to blow this one open.
This seems to be broken.
I don't know much, but...
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. I've spotted something interesting. What's this? I found something. Well, what's this I've spotted? I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
You don't know that! Those cultists have been poking about for days!
I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready. This seems to be broken.
Do you like shiny gems as much as those other fellows? I admit the King's Stone was pretty, but hardly as tasty as a nice crumb of stale bread. Oh well, whatever tickles your whiskers.
This seems to be broken. 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 Another piece of trash. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The Bloodstone Defiler, where is it? Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The Bloodstone, deliver it now and I may deign to end you quickly. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha! In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. Run if you like, Defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
Demise!
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken.
Here lies Master Ragequin's second apprentice, killed by dying. Here lies Master Ragequin's first apprentice, killed by a falling corpse. Here lies Master Ragequin's first apprentice, killed by a falling corpse.
Wherever black robes tread, chaos follows.
Fastened tighter than the treasury.
And yours, Bibius. Here goes.
Nothing but rubbish.
Hey, the drinker got the better of me. Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue with you, Bibius. Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel.
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on around here.
Captain, come along. We're not far from the city.
You keep them eyes open, you hear? Shh. If the orcs show up, I don't want to have to face the buggers alone.
The heat and the drink are getting the better of me. Gosh, I'm over my sleepy. Don't tell me you're afraid. You should have enough liquid courage in your system by now that you're ready to face an army. petunias. Throat's dry.
My target dances in shadows.
How many eyes does a bull have?
The time of your death is at hand. Did you see that? Those orcs had a human commander.
How very curious. And how very
Where are Vivius and
disquieting.
Junius? Didn't they hear the fight?
I like you much better with your guts on the floor.
The Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Sicil, comrade, and good luck. I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet around these parts. We've all lost more comrades here in Sicil than most do in an entire military career. Bloody orcs are at it again! Beats me what on earth they want in Sicil. This is their second attack within as many weeks, and their second defeat. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbor to the west of here. It's hard to say. That ship needs attention, and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special Source Hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to a rain cloud? Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the Cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil?
Lovely day for a swig and a song, isn't it?
We're legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we're our orders.
Liberators of liquor.
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon, buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah!
Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for... Now, we didn't hear a thing.
Unbelievable! You watched your brethren be slaughtered.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay. What do you want to know? So, it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid. Fellow's dead. Murdered.
You craven chickens! You cowered here while the rest of us fought?
Oh, come on. Don't be cross. Have a sip. Why don't you?
You craven chickens! You cowered here while the rest of us fought?
You're lucky. We were protecting the rear.
Can't tell you much more, except that I heard he was found face down in a puddle of blood, being used as a water fountain by his own pet mongrel.
They say 'twas his wife that did it. Oh, don't be cross. Have a sip, why don't you?
As if that proves anything. Just keep your trap shut, will you, baby? Bunch of barbaric bastards, a lot of them. They'll kill your spouse and eat your children. We've been putting up a fight against them, to be sure, but they have the strength of an ox in every single one of their fingers. Takes
Well, we did bring a legion.
Just bite your lip, will you, Bibius?
Sicil, yes. Where fishermen come to live and street dogs come to die. Now, which of the two would you be, then?
Just cut the cackle, will you, Bibius? Now then, stranger, if it's the city of Sios, not that I could blame them. This place is cursed, I tell you. First the dead rise from their grave.
Fairly well.
You craven chickens!
Lovely day for a swim. What do you want to know? Fairly well.
Oh, come on, don't be cross. Have a sip, why don't you?
One day coming. Vengeance will be ours.
Fire! Fire! Our ship's ablaze in the harbor. We need help. Fast!
The ship's blazing ever higher.
One of the orcs are sending another fleet.
We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbor. We're gonna need more than a few buckets to sail her.
What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
The ship's blazing in higher.
What fool would trust a two-bit lock pushing out of a backstage
One day, comrade, vengeance will be ours.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
One day, comrade. Vengeance will be ours.
Filthy beasts, I'll kill the last one of you. Oi, the Sauce Hunter! Nice to see these Windsor beats me. What traitor! Whatever the cur's incentive to bloody orcs are at, that rat-faced shit. It's hard to say. I'm a proud legion.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold! There we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sakes.
You wouldn't hurt a fly.
One
and I won't
day,
let you
comrade,
try to hold it on
vengeance
my
will be
head.
ours.
So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Pushing out of a back page circular from Rico's gore.
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Arthur mentioned?
Listen, she's purring.
What fool would trust a two-bit love potion out of a back-page circular from youthful gore?
We need more help or she's lost. We need more help or she's lost.
Come on, men. Put your backs into it.
We need more help or she's lost.
Come on, man, put your backs into it.
The ship's blazing even higher.
We mustn't let the flames spread to the
I
harbor.
prefer to drown my sorrows with pain.
Save that ship all by your lonesome. Quite the feat. If I had the magic touch about me, I'd have lent you my hand too. I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails. But you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen.
Really? The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope.
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Ha! No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc win 500 yards of my loving nature. Our home, our livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do naught but look on. Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than free men with nothing more to say than boo. These bleeding orcs. I can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here, slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves. That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd been around when our own barge went down in flames. With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you could keep an eye out, though.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take anything, really. Well, we were merchants. These damn orcs. Well, you never know.
Oh, and don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sail for Yuthulgor anymore?
Speaking of Yuthulgor, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sice? Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that, name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to rare imports and magical.
Speaking of shores, here, inside, a ship's got a sail too, you know. You did a mighty fine thing saving that barge. For those of us raised in crews instead of families, it's kin to saving a fellow man. Who knows if it's even over for sure? Shores, here, inside Seal, bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile?
Orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the bubble back.
Oh, and don't forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Council's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthulgor anymore? Sauce? Here, a ship's got a soul too, you know. You did a madness.
Shores, here, inside Seal, bah! Madness!
On the mainland.
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies.
I don't know how you did that. I thought the old...
Steady, boys. Steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up. So what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Daylight was more suited to my mate
All hail the rain spirit. That I thought the old girls. Nothing worse than being stuck on.
man.
These gates are to remain closed at all. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle. You can see security. We can only hope to hold.
Source Hunters here too! Well, if the Legion couldn't save this place, what are you gonna do?
Drink and gamble. That's all we do around here.
Source Hunters here too. Well, if the Legion...
What's this? I found something.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace to whomever is maintaining this gravesite, too.
You step away from the grave.
Bah! If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep. I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it. Meh.
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poet...
Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up! Fantastic!
My word!
My word!
Come one, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan! Scythiel's only sentient severed! My word!
Today, I think, a king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow.
What on earth would an undertaker want?
My word! So ardently did he
Bersha's shape is gone, gone, gone. Think it vanished through one of them swirly shrines? That rooster thinks he's such hot stuff, posing for Jerome like that. Someone ought to tell him his waddle waggles when he crows, same as the rest. What on earth?
I'm telling you, a necromancer must be at work in Scythiel.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts. Now, I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps. Like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours.
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
There's more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman there.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese.
A sauce hunter?
Let us see.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
By the dozens.
Aaron has as many friends
Oh,
as
it never ends up.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Paint a big cheese on your boat with a whale of the good stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Paint a big cheese on your boat with a whale of the good stuff.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal. So what do you think? Should I snag a...
Let's see. Halibut.
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say.
I suppose you've... a hungry man, you know.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. I listened in while you were talking to that would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder you source hunters are known for setting the place straight. Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
Green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more home than a slice of this fine almond there.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Be locked.
Excellent. Let's keep it that way.
The sun is out, yet I feel a cold.
Sightseeing isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff. Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond there.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge? They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets. The like of which I doubt you now begin, are you? Waiting for what, he says. Oh, thank you for these Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, if I say it, I've got my eye.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match one short play. Careful now. Your head's growing more swirling.
Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, I'm saying? Oh, thank you for these things. Do I see my picture to concern myself with that way to us?
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge? They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom his own strength.
Get it while it's fresh.
So you're just
This
hanging
batch is
around
only
again,
hours from
are
the
you?
sea.
Waiting for what? Oh, thank you for these things. Oh, you think you can speak that way to us? Well, if I say it, I've got my eye on you, Darren.
I am a duke. Made a big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Come now, Alistair. Sure you've met your
with a wheel of the good stuff.
Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only ours from the sea. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? You're waiting for what? To concern myself with that.
Owen has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock, perfect for a fry-up.
Got my eye on you, Sarah. I am a duke
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only ours from the sea.
On the move for cheese.
Tell me,
Excuses more holes
have you
than
ever
the
had
slice
the
of this
fortune of
pie.
challenging the fabled wizard of hunter's end? They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even
Get it while
fathom,
it's fresh.
old friend.
This batch is only ours from the sea.
Tomatoes. So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, thank you for leaving me be. Oh, you did.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only ours from the sea.
I am a duke. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Made a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Not in the mood for cheese. Excuses more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin land.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap gold each.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself? So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what?
Excuses more holes than a slice of this fine Corbin land.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap.
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
You've met your match once or twice.
Tomatoes.
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn...
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Nor me. Wealth is but vanity.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eyes water with joy when you discover yet another treasure during your travels.
Delicious dogfish, yours for a
Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Aaron has as many friends as the man
So
with
you're
many
just hanging
chases.
around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Okay.
Any takers? Come on, you chicken.
Oh, you think you can speak that way to a... Well,
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Join the Slug Club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
I disagree. I, for one, am content with my station.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you did. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it. Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlong. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course! What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches
Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that by now the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart? It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat, work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlong. you will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like? They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the fabulous five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead full stop.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Look, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Greetings, traveller, and may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle. What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the Conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring. You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has... Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The Conduit are linked to the... by following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us. She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all she showed us that injury and malady need not go on the path to the...